right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Douglasville Impact, our community podcast, where we talk about everything happening in and around our community. I'm Jason Post, your host, and we have joining us again at the table, Mr. Aaron Sarowitz.
Hello.
Miss Kellie Hunter.
Hello.
And in our guest seat today, Miss Kelsey Jones from West Georgia Technical College.
Glad to be here.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Got some fun stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff going on in the community. A lot of things going on in the city, a lot of news, a lot of events, and some cool stuff coming on with West Georgia we're going to talk about today. So let's jump right into it before we run way out of time. So Aaron, tell us all about some exciting news we got going on.
We have some very exciting news, depending on where you are driving in the city.
It's still exciting.
Yes, it's very exciting. So we're going to see some more ground moving and all that kind of stuff on State Route 92. There's going to be a traffic shift that begins this afternoon, Wednesday, the 29th. And part of that will be there's going to be a partial closure on State Route 92 between the intersections of Brown Street and Malone Street.
Sure.
Yep. So you know exactly where that is. So southbound traffic on State Route 92, on the current State Route 92, will be shifted onto the new alignment of State Route 92. So the southbound traffic of State Route 92 will be shifted to State Route 92. So there we go. And
No
then
confusion there.
Yeah, right.
None.
And then northbound traffic will merge onto Malone Street and then turn left onto the new State Route 92.
Sure.
So if you don't understand that, it's not clear to you, you can visit our website for the details. That's douglasvillega.gov. There's a big banner up top that says, hey, State Route 92 is shifting. Read more. You can click read more, and it'll break it all down for you
There's
lot
a
better
picture.
than I just did.
A diagram?
There's a diagram
Okay.
Somewhat.
that may help.
Seen that circulating on social media
So-
too.
I think the gist is if you go up and down 92, expect a little bit of a change.
Right.
And then follow the signs.
Follow the signs.
Follow the signs.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll flow. I think the main idea is right there around Jesse Davis Park, where if you drive up and down 92 a lot, you see where the construction is coming. So in this area, they're actually going to now route people onto the new part of the road, just a little bit of the new part of the road. So you'll
So you miss the construction.
So they can work on the existing part of the road
Right.
that we're used to driving on. So it'll be a little bit of a, curve around.
Right.
I'm making hand signals for those of you listening to the podcast.
Did you hear that?
So you curve a little bit around. You'll detour just a little bit. It shouldn't be a long detour, but it may be a little bit confusing to just take it slow, be patient.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and follow
think-
the signs.
Yeah, one of the keys would be kind of slow down a little bit.
Always.
Be more alert.
It's a
and-
construction zone
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
You should probably already have slowed down just a little bit. But I think it's only going to be for a month or so, and then they'll have this part kind of worked out.
Right.
The good news is that means they're doing some major progress on the project right there.
Right.
So for anyone that drives that a lot or is in that community, the good news is that means stuff is happening,
Sure.
which we like to see.
Yep, we're making progress.
Yeah,
We're that much closer to being
yeah.
done with it.
This has been a huge project that the Georgia Department of Transportation is actually doing, and it's been going for so long, for longer than any of us have been here. This project has been in the works. So we're just happy to see this stuff actually happening.
And a little birdie told me that the speed limit around there is going to be 15 miles per hour. So
During the
Oh,
detour?
my.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's
Like
a
Kelly
detour
said-
There you
construction
go.
area. So
like Kelly
Slow
said,
down,
just
be
take
safe.
it nice.
Take it
and
slow.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a hurry, maybe take a look at an alternate route.
There you go.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. But like I said, it's good news.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What
else?
Moving on.
what other good news we have?
The GMA Cities United Summit just took place last week downtown Atlanta. Some of our elected officials, the mayor and council, received some awards
From GMA.
from GMA,
Good Morning America.
Georgia Municipal Association. I've already
Just to be clear.
done enough to confuse people. Let's not confuse them further. So Mayor Robinson was awarded the certification of distinction, which I think is the highest honor that you can achieve
Nice.
there. So
That's
that's very good.
Very cool.
Mayor Pro Tem Terry Miller was awarded the certificate of achievement. Councilman Coach Chris Watts was awarded the Certificate of Excellence, and Mayor Pro Tem Miller and Councilman Watts both received certifications of completion for the Robert E. Knox Jr. Leadership Institute. I am so glad that I wrote that down because there's no way that I would have gotten that correct had I not written it down.
You nailed it.
Congratulations to the leadership of the city. We're looking forward to, kind of keeping it going in 2020 and beyond. So
It's just always good to see that they're continuing to train and stay up to speed on all the new stuff.
exactly.
Georgia Municipal Association does a good job of making sure elected officials are
Well trained.
well
That's
trained
right.
and well informed about everything they need to know to actually run a city.
Right.
So it's good
So
to
we're in
see.
good hands.
Yeah, and actually, when you walk in, especially as a newly elected official,
Yeah.
you're in really unknown territory.
Yeah.
For the
Right.
most part, there's not
There's a lot and learn
Yeah,
when
there's
you're
not
coming in
classes out
fresh.
there.
Definitely.
in your local college. So
It's
yeah,
a different
definitely.
different world, that's for sure. And then finally, a little recap. We had a groundbreaking ceremony for the I-20 Fairburn Road beautification project.
We did.
It was nice and chilly that
It
day.
was.
And
Chili's not the word.
yeah, it was-
He's from Michigan, so chili
was-
could be his word, but it's not my
right,
word.
yeah. So, yeah, chilly. It kind of felt like, I don't know, maybe in the 20s with the wind and all that stuff.
It was cold.
So,
It was close to
yes,
zero.
I had to
cold.
dig deep in the closet to kind of get some warm clothes. Anyways, but so that
But it was
target,
freezing, and we still did it because it was that important to start this
very
project.
important.
Yes.
That's right.
Very
Get it
important.
moving.
It's going to be a
Yes.
gateway to the city.
It is.
So
It's got the renderings look awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is it's gonna be nice.
and the
Yeah.
end of the spring, early summer, I think, is the target
Yeah.
for the completion for that project.
Yeah, this is
So-
one they needed to get started because there's all the stuff that I don't understand about when you're supposed to plant things and trees. And it's all got to do with trees and
Very-
flowers
very
and grasses
scientific.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So there's reasons they need to start working now
Right.
so that it can look good by the time they're ready.
Yes.
So
Very
Yeah.
cool.
it's going to look very nice.
We'll leave that to the hands of the trained professionals.
That's right.
And so that's all we have for news for this episode. So
Excellent. That's enough.
stay tuned.
It's good stuff, though. Yeah. A lot of stuff like the groundbreaking, we got a lot of those coming up as well.
Yes.
So this is, like I said, last year we talked a lot about plans. This
Well,
year we're going to be talking a
We're
lot
gonna be-
about action.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing them all.
So speaking of which,
Oh, great transition.
Yeah.
Because we're going to start off with tomorrow. Yeah,
Fluid.
there you go. With Mill Village on January the 30th, we have a groundbreaking.
parks
taking place.
renovation.
Yes, that's a part of the Parks Master Plan.
Yeah.
So that local passive community park will be undergoing some major changes.
Yeah.
Great upgrades and improvements there.
Yeah, and that's the first of three big park
projects.
redesigns
Mhm.
coming up. Willing Workers and Jesse Davis are also getting a park redesign
Correct.
and a connective trail system between the parks, I believe, and all kinds of fun stuff.
So,
That's
yeah.
So yeah,
exciting.
this really
Right.
kicks off a big stream of projects in the parks department, especially. And everybody loves parks. Why can't making parks better?
Yeah. Well, and spring's right around the corner, so great timing
Oh yeah,
to
Yeah.
have those worked on now and ready for that
that's right.
that
Absolutely.
sunshine, warmer weather.
Hopefully it'll be warmer for the groundbreaking than the previous one.
Than the previous one we had. Yes, definitely. Coming up on February the 13th, I'm going to toggle between. You can find all of these on our website as well. But we've got the CVB Community Tourism meeting taking place on February the 13th. So if you're interested in tourism and the activities, things that are going on to promote Douglasville, Douglas County, that would be a great meeting to take place on that.
That's at noon.
Is it
At-
a midday meeting?
At West
Is that-
Pines.
is
At
it
West
Not
Pines?
West Pines. no.
Hunter Park.
Hunter
right?
Park. I'm
Hunter
sorry.
Hunter
Park,
Park. Yeah, and they've got
Testing
like
you guys.
they've got a tourism group I think coming in to
They do.
present some things and so yeah, this Convention and Visitors Bureau has that set
Has that
up, and that'd
under
be a
their
great
arms.
opportunity to go see what's going on and how to better promote our community.
Right.
Yeah.
And then on that same evening, on the 13th, the Douglasville Police Department has one of their community enrichment classes taking place at the Hollis Street location, the community house there. And that's kind of an ongoing thing. They offer
is.
that every second and fourth Thursday.
Mhm.
And those calendar events can all be found
They're
on our
on the
website as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And then speaking of another groundbreaking ribbon cutting, we
Here
have
they
on
come.
the 17th of February, we'll have a ribbon cutting for the Public Services Facility at 8145 Cedar Mountain Road.
Right.
So
That's one they've been working on for a while now, and that's one that we really needed. And that's a building for one of our departments, the public services department. That everybody out there who lives in the city knows the public services department. Everybody loves our sanitation department and stuff, but they've been in a building that's been pretty bad for a while.
well, and the
Yeah.
facilities for housing all of the equipment
Fleet
and all
fleet
the whole
maintenance
fleet.
stuff,
Yes,
and all
exactly.
all those fleet vehicles that go out and collect all the trash and pick up all the debris and do all the work to make the city still function.
Yeah.
We need somewhere to put those that's safe and works well. And yeah, this is going to be a big help to them to help better serve our community.
Yeah.
So
So we're excited for
that's
them.
good
That's
stuff. Yeah.
That is on the 17th at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and then let's see, I've got 2 more. I guess we'll go ahead with February the 20th is a public input meeting. You can find out the date and time on that, or the time and location on that on the website. And then the 21st is Arbor Day,
Arbor Day.
and that's
Yeah.
a big celebration with Keep
Douglasville
Douglasville beautiful.
Yeah.
And Chan Weeks, our executive
Right.
director of that department there, is
And
heading that up.
This year's Arbor Day will kind of follow up on we had a work day on
Martin
Luther King Day,
Mhm.
where Keep Douglasville Beautiful was out at Douglas County High School. And if you've been by there, you saw all the trees that they took out when they were
The
doing some of the
older ones
renovations,
that-
the older
right.
trees.
Mhm.
So on Martin Luther King Day, KDB had a work day where they had a bunch of volunteers come out and put new trees back in.
Right.
So now there are brand new trees all in front of Douglas County High School. So as part of Arbor Day, they'll be back at Douglas County High School to kind of dedicate the trees and do a ribbon cutting and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, so it looks really nice.
They
if you guys have been
had a
by.
whole tractor trailer full of mulch that they
Yeah.
spread out.
they
it
spread
was
out, yeah.
amazing to see.
And they had a fairly decent show of volunteers for
They
that
did.
day. I
Yeah,
think there
yeah.
again, it was another chilly day. And, and for some, it was a off day or a holiday.
Holiday, yeah.
And so to have a great show on those kind
Yeah.
of conditions, that was great.
Yeah, yeah, it was a
So-
good turnout.
Kudos to the community for coming out, supporting the project, and putting efforts in.
Yeah,
keep,
lots of
uh,
community
Douglasville
support.
beautiful.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great people in our community that volunteer and come out and help out with projects like that. So
Mhm.
I love how involved everybody is.
Oh yeah.
So
That kind of covers
is that-
February.
yeah, that's just
Wow.
that's just February.
Right.
It's going to be
Oh,
a busy
did we
month.
mention we didn't mention the bridal showcase? So we got.
Oh, that's
We
right.
have to do that. That's on the 23rd, and that's taking place at Hunter Park, and I believe that's a Sunday, if I remember correctly.
Is that right?
So-
Yeah, that's a
It's at the
it's
conference.
Or at
It's
center.
usually the conference
Excuse
center,
me,
yeah,
excuse me. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I was thinking of the
getting all of our
tourism.
locations
Thanks
today.
for keeping me straight.
So that is at the Douglasville Conference
Conference
Center in
Center.
downtown Douglasville, and that's a
Correct.
big one they have every
Huge.
year.
Yes, huge.
If you're thinking about getting married,
Mm-hmm.
if you're imagining that in the future you may want to get married at some point, it's a great place to come and figure out all the details.
Right,
They've got vendors from every possible aspect surrounding a wedding.
right.
Which there are thousands, seemingly.
You're fairly new at this, huh?
Yeah.
Recently.
You remember that, right?
It was,
Were you involved in the planning though? Really?
it's debatable.
Sure, sure.
It's debatable. If I was asked, I gave my input.
Just not.
There you go.
Yes, I like that one.
Yeah.
If that's the one you like.
Whatever you like best.
Great answer. So
But
lots
there's a
going
lot.
on. Check us out on douglasvillega.gov, and check out our social media as well as the Facebook, Instagram, and goodness, Twitter's picking up on us too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Numbers are
Oh, yeah.
increasing.
Yeah, we
So
got stuff out there all
thanks
over
for
the
staying
place.
connected with us.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. And thanks, Aaron. Lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff coming up. But now we're going to talk a little bit with Miss Kelsey about West Georgia Tech and some of the stuff that you guys are doing in Douglasville and doing beyond Douglasville,
Yeah.
and what you guys have going. So tell us,
Yeah.
just to start off, just tell us about you, introduce yourself,
Yeah.
and tell us about the foundation and stuff that you
Mhm.
actually work with.
Sure. Well, thank y'all for having me on the show. I serve as the executive director of the West Georgia Technical College Foundation, and I've been in this role for about 2 years now. And if you're not familiar with our college, I would invite you to come see us on any campus. We serve 7 counties. We have 5 campuses and 2 instructional sites. We serve about 7,000 4-credit students a year. And so we're just so proud to be a part of this community and all the communities that we serve. And the foundation exists purely to support the college. So that's through student scholarships, equipment purchases, a new capital campaign in Carrollton that we're going to kick off here pretty soon. So any resource development that we can provide for the institution to support our students, that's what the foundation is about.
And you're staying busy all the time.
Just a little bit, but it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that sounds like really good stuff.
Yeah.
So you said you had a new campus coming in Carrollton?
That's right. That's
Awesome.
right. So our current campus has been in this spot for about 50 years.
Wow.
So we're due for something new. We've kind of outgrown this space, and we're serving more students, and so we want to offer them the most up-to-date and state-of-the-art facility that we can. And so we're fortunate that we have this project on the horizon, and we anticipate it will be complete in the next 2 years, and then we'll be open for students so that we can go ahead and serve them in Carroll County.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Very
we will
nice.
keep our current facility open during this time, so
Yeah.
students are not going to miss out on any instruction or anything.
That's good.
So a seamless
Yes.
transition from the old to the new campus
Yep,
site.
exactly.
Very good.
That's always
Exactly.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the campus here in Douglasville? Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff going on.
Yeah, it's
there.
a beautiful campus, so I would invite everyone to come
It
visit.
is. It's very nice.
I love going over there, and we have the CCI down the hill,
Yep.
the College and Career Academy, and so we really enjoy a great relationship with our K-12 partners through that, and enrollment is great. We have some great programs at that campus that we're very proud of, and so just a great time right now in
Yeah.
Douglas County for us.
Well, that's good. So
Yeah.
you said enrollment is up,
Yes.
which is good.
Yep,
good
which is
thing.
awesome.
always a good thing.
It's
Um,
always very busy when I go by that
Yeah,
intersection there
it
at
is.
Presley
yeah.
Mill and
Mhm.
Timber Ridge. where
Yeah.
You guys are. So yeah.
We try to keep it busy and buzzing. So
Yeah.
And then with the College and Career Institute that sits right there that you guys work with the county school board.
exactly.
So explain a little bit if you can. The College and Career Institute, that's where we do our dual enrollment. Is that right?
That's right. So we have some dual enrollment students there, some traditional high school students that are just placed at that campus.
Okay.
It's a really unique opportunity for those high school students. So I'd encourage parents and students to research it some and see if it's a good fit for them. But gives them some exposure to technical and trade options they may want to consider for their career, while also still being in that high school environment and still fulfilling, those high school obligations for credit too.
Right.
So really unique opportunity
Yeah, that's
to take
It's
awesome.
almost
advantage
an
Yeah.
of.
apprenticeship type program in
That's
a
right.
sense.
That's right. Very hands-on and lots of good experience for the students. So I
Right.
think the earlier you can be exposed to those different options, the better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And those target like you said, like the certification pathways and technical careers and stuff like that. So that's where
Exactly.
you would route to the CCI.
That's right.
And then through just the regular college, you guys still offer dual enrollment for just standard courses.
That's right.
For high school
That's
students,
right.
right?
So a standard core kind
Core
of
classes,
courses.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then you can also explore some technical and trade options as well. So
Yeah.
culinary arts, HVAC, all of those trades that you would.
Just depending on
wanna
what
find-
pathway you've been
Yeah,
assigned.
exactly.
Way back in middle school, apparently.
Yeah.
We just did the high school orientation with
Oh, did
our
you? Oh no.
14-year-old.
I cannot believe that.
So he's in 8th grade and he's getting ready to go to high school. So
Yeah.
obviously we got to pick all of his classes for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And,
At one time.
And
Clearly.
plan the college path. So yeah, and they talked about the dual enrollment a lot.
Yeah.
Pushing them toward that because it gets them that extra step.
Exactly.
So if you are on that college pathway, you've got courses already taken care of for college. So you're a
Exactly.
step ahead. If you're on that technical pathway, you're just that much closer to coming out with a technical degree or a technical certification.
Right.
So you're
Absolutely.
ready to come out and just go to work because
Right.
not everybody wants that is taking the 4-year college path.
Yeah.
Some people have a path that steers them toward a technical degree of some sort and things like
Yeah.
that. There's some great high-paying jobs
Absolutely.
on those paths, and some people that's what they want to do. And this
Yep.
allows them to get that much closer rather than spending a lot of time in post-secondary type school.
Yep. Absolutely. One of
yeah.
the neat things about dual enrollment too is we've had some students complete a degree or diploma with us with West Georgia Technical College before they complete their high school diploma.
That is crazy.
That's
They walk
right.
across the stage at their high school graduation, and then we can confer that award for them at the technical college, but it's just so neat to see the drive and ambition of our young students.
Some
Yeah.
That's
dedicated
great,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when they launched the CCI. I remember them talking about that, saying, "Hey, we've got it set up so that you can graduate high school.
Yeah.
You got your high school diploma
Yeah.
but
and your technical college.
college certification.
Done.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You
Yeah.
can come out of high school
That's
and go
awesome.
straight to work certified."
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, well, yeah.
Amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a great program that's offered to the community and stuff, and that we should definitely take it. And in Douglas County, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the dual enrollment is a free option
Yeah. In the state of Georgia.
in all of the state of Georgia.
Yeah, so any technical college, dual enrollment is offered through the university system of Georgia as well as the technical college system of Georgia. So really any higher ed institution in your neighborhood could help you
So
enroll.
that's free college credit.
Credits.
That's right.
Is what we need to be driving
yeah,
home.
free
Yes.
college credit.
Yeah. So if they
Yeah.
miss out on that, they're still gonna have to take all these classes if they're gonna go to college.
Yeah.
You're just then paying for them.
Yep. So come see us.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that gets overlooked a little bit sometimes in Douglasville is we've got a lot of this higher education type options. Like
Yep.
you guys have your campus and you're connected
Yep.
with the CCI, so you guys are huge. And then you've got the whole expanded reach that West Georgia has because you've got
Yeah.
7 different campuses or
Five
five
campuses,
and
7 counties. Yep.
out
Yep.
there. But then we also have Mercer,
Georgia Highlands.
Georgia
Highlands,
Highlands,
yep.
Yeah, Extension of Mercer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a
so
lot of things out there
Several that are
right
out
here
there.
in Douglasville
Mhm.
and that I don't think people realize.
A lot
So
of
you
good
guys are a
options.
great option and a great asset to the community that a lot of people just may not realize is there.
Yes.
Hopefully they're pushing it in the schools, but
It's kind of
hopefully.
neat too that all of those that we mentioned and others that exist, because you have another one right across the street from you guys with Strayer University. They
Yeah.
all are kind of unique too in
They have their
focus.
focuses. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that makes it very broad.
If you're looking
Yeah.
at business or if you're looking at education or if you're looking at
Yep.
a technical type thing.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Yeah. So it just depends on there's all kinds of options for it, that career development and
Yep.
yeah. It's a lot of good stuff that I
That
just don't
is.
think people quite realize is there. Yeah. So that's awesome. So anything else amazing going on at West Georgia we need to talk about before we wrap
Well,
up?
Yeah, so I wanted to share a little bit more about the foundation with
Sure.
you guys and one program we have that I'm really proud of, and that's our gap funding program. So we started it about a year ago. We realized that students were being released for non-payment. Unfortunately, hundreds, if not thousands of students, which was very impactful to us as an institution, but also to our students'
Absolutely.
lives and the trajectory of their career. So our foundation stepped in and started guaranteeing a certain amount of tuition dollars for students every single semester. And the beauty of the program is that we convey to students we expect them to pay back the grant. And so essentially the fund is constantly revolving and replenishing itself. And we think that establishes a culture of generosity with our students and responsibility. And so far in 1 year, we've helped 600 students.
Oh, wow.
Oh
That's
my.
incredible.
That's
to-
yeah,
yeah,
that's great.
yeah, we're very, very proud of it.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's just one thing that we're working on, and we think it's very impactful to the students and to the college.
That's a great program.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Thank y'all.
absolutely. And you guys,
Thank you for
yeah.
extending that and making that available and the foresight of the foundation to step out to do that, because
Thank
you
you.
truly have probably placed a lot of students that if they had gone the route that they had to step back or step out, might not have ever stepped
Right.
back in.
That's
Right.
so right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you don't want financial issues to be a barrier between getting set on that career path.
Exactly.
So that's a great thing. So,
Exactly.
and beyond that, you guys have scholarships, right? As
That's
well.
right. That's right.
Tell us a little bit about scholarships you guys
Yeah.
offer.
So we make about 100 scholarships available to students every semester, and we have 3 semesters. So there's a lot of opportunities there for students. Here in Douglas County, we even have some that are earmarked just for Douglas County residents and students. So if we have students listening, I'd encourage them to go apply for those scholarships. But that's just another program that we're
Yeah.
really proud to steward at the foundation.
Yeah, whatever we can do to help the
Yes.
kids.
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
If they are interested in finding out information about any of those programs, where would they go?
Yeah, westgeorgiatech.edu.
Perfect. Awesome.
Very good.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Thank
All
y'all
right.
so much.
Doing
Thank
great
you.
things in the community.
Yeah, thank
We
you for coming
appreciate it.
out, and thank you
Thank
for all
you.
the stuff you guys are doing to help, better our community.
Thank you. We're proud to be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us there and telling
Thanks.
us everything that's going on. Thank you guys for joining us again, and thank you guys for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time on Douglasville Impact.